Hey y'all, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make any baseball cap you buy, you've had in your stash, that's been sitting there since the beginning of time. I'm going to show you how to make them all into a curl cap. It is such a simple process. You will have to sew, but if you don't want to sew, you could always glue down what I ended up sewing down. If that makes it easier, there's fabric glues that you can have so the stitching won't come apart. But other than that, hope you enjoyed this DIY, and if you do, tell me down below. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, for this DIY, you will need a pair of scissors. You could also have a little pair of scissors. This helped me for one aspect of this DIY. You need any baseball cap you have. I'm just going to use this Scott 7 one I got the other day. Thread of the exact color of the threading. So obviously, since this is a black hat, the threading is black on all sides. And as for the one you saw me with, it is all white. So as you can see, I ended up threading it all white. The last thing you'll need are just some needles to thread. Okay, so for the first part of this, you might want to take this off. I just found that it's a little bit easier for me to cut it. And I know there is this little logo in the back. Don't worry. I just decided once I cut this out to stitch this to either my jean jacket or like a bag or something. But I'll definitely reuse this because in retrospect, the front of the cap is pretty much more important than the back. Okay, so what you want to do is cut from here across the seam and back down. Okay, but you want to make sure you leave, I'd say, about ½ inch, maybe a little bit more, away from this seam. That way you can tuck it in. So I can show you guys. For instance, you can see that this part is pretty much looks like there is, I need to cut this. So as you can see, this part, it looks like it was made like this, but when you get right here, you can see that the seams are out because I cut too close where it right here is. Meanwhile, when I cut about ½ inch away, I was able to tuck it in. That way you have no frayed edges. So you want to make sure you cut off, even if it's more than ½ inch, cut off a little bit away from the seam. That way you are able to fold it in and you'll have a better stitching. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut this. Okay, now you have the back of the hat. Now, you could just keep it like this, but if you fold it in and then sew it, it'll look like it was completely made like this. But first, this is why I say it could be nice to have these tiny scissors. All you need to do is cut down a little bit. That way these fold by themselves inward. So as you can see, since I cut this slit in it, it'll fold like this. Meanwhile, if I kept it, it'll be a bit harder to fold them in. So I'm just going to make the slit here as well. And you just want to go until you get to this seam. And that way it can just fold right in like it's just the hat. But if you find that it needs a little bit more cut, then just cut it a little bit more. But don't cut where that seam is. Okay, now another reason you don't want to just stop right here is because, as you can see, it's going to start coming out, and that's just going to get annoying. So it's best to just go ahead and stitch this down. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys how I would put this on. So I would just take my hair all the way back. Ow. Make sure everything is down. Take this and then wrap it and pull it out. And I can even tighten it more. So that is it. I can show you the back and the side. And it looks really good. Like, I could wear this all the time if I just tighten it. I don't know why this has the buckle one and it's hard for me to tighten, but I can show you the other one as well. Now I have hat hair. Okay. This one's way easier to pull apart because this thing is easier, but whatever. So yep, that is how you can make any hat into a curl cap, and it actually has quite a bit of room. So I normally get headaches with my hats, but this one is really good. If I'm sweaty in this video, I am so sorry. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go check out some of my other videos, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.